What was your favorite class in school growing up? Did your school district provide a varied list of arts classes and electives for scheduling? Some of you may say yes, but most of you will say no. The arts are undermined in public schools nationally. They are the first classes to be deleted from curriculum, as arts teachers are the first to be let go during budget cuts. Music and other performing arts programs, as well as visual arts programs, are necessary in the public school system. Art prompts questions and triggers discussions. It allows students a safe space to release their inner thoughts and feelings. It influences creativity and pushes boundaries. Some kids may not know how much they enjoy classes like art until taking them in school. It is a nice balance and schedule that can challenge or even also give students a break from other difficult classes. When budget cuts hit, as they have in over 80% of U.S. school districts since 2008, arts programs are often the first to go simply because their impact is not measured by standardized tests, as said by the education funding partners and working to keep the arts in public schools. In a separate article coinciding with budget cuts, Marcy L. Major in How They Decide wrote arts programs are cut based on the following criteria, such as personal values, community demands, quality of teaching, and the resources provided. These arts programs must stay in schools to contribute to a well-balanced curriculum. Art is a very subjective and provocative topic, whether in its song lyrics or physical imagery, for example. Art has the power to influence and persuade in its message. There's a great deal of art influenced by, as it also influences in politics, nature, and emotion. Though very open, these arts classrooms and teachers still have rules to follow and lessons and notes to teach. Organization is a huge part with no exceptions. Students will still have assessments, lessons, notes to take, and other common classroom resources, tools provided to them, just like any other class. This area of discussion was a large concern for writer Christopher Hansen in A Critical Assessment and Accountability in Public School Fine Arts Programs, where these important points came from. Offering arts programs and classes gives students an outlet to convey their thoughts and feelings, transposing them into something creative and beautiful. Examples of this could be writing and dancing, which are great emotional outlets. Also, these are great ways to share stories and experiences with others. As written in Fran Smith's Why Arts Education is Crucial and Who's Doing It Best, a 2005 report by the Rand Corporation about the visual arts argues that the intrinsic pleasures and stimulation of the art experience do more than just sweeten an individual's life. According to the report, they can actually connect people more deeply to the world and open them to new ways of new ways of seeing, creating the foundation to forge social bonds and community cohesion. Schools that can provide arts programs are also doing communities of family a huge favor and something they might struggle to afford and maintain back home, as low-income families are not as diverse and don't have the best resources to enrich their children in the arts programs as an affluent family would. Sometimes art is easier done than said. It can be difficult to vocalize what someone is thinking, and the best way to explain that something is through art. Many non-artistic students dread the required art credit. Some students may be uninterested or unenthused by the topics of art, while other students may be feeling intimidated as their creativity lacks in comparison to other students. Some students may even prefer to take another class in place of the art credit. All of these reasons are understandable and valid, though. But there are also students who feel that they would rather take a gym or a sports class. But although they're both important, gym enriches the body while arts classes enrich the mind. And even if these students have never taken something similar to the classes that they choose, it could actually turn into a hobby or future career they have never considered one day. So it's important that all types of students take these arts classes. Art piques new interest and is authentic to the classes that they choose to each student as well. Though art is constantly changing, it is embraced regardless. Many students enjoy a challenge, and if several arts classes were provided in schools, these students would have many, many options to choose from. It is important to strengthen our minds and test our boundaries with artistic opportunity. With all of this being said, arts programs are integral to a well-rounded education in public schooling. Students have space to create, to impact, and to experience with arts classes. Art can provide the person a new outlook and can progress that through change and thought and put it out there for the public to be influenced by as well. It gives back to the community as it also gives back to the artist. And it's also important to be within public schools as it is constantly enriching new thoughts and replacing old methods of learning and new methods of entertainment and enjoyment and new methods of finding student selves.